Hello, I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie.
And we are continuing with Outlander. We are on episode 12 of season 1.
It was the witch trials, and it was very interesting. And also, Galus is from the future.
1968.
Yes, not our future.
Yes.
Claire's future.
Correct. That's how time works.
Which we have a lot of questions about. Also, Claire did not go back through the stones back to home. They didn't show it, so we don't know whether she couldn't go back or whether she just decided not to go back. I think she decided not to. But the show didn't show it, so we don't know for certain.
I think she's not. And now they're going to Jamie's home.
Lallybroch. I'm kind of confused about because I thought he couldn't because he was wanted, but then it's like, is he still wanted? Did they get that through? They didn't. I don't know.
Is it gray area now?
Yeah.
We're not sure. I guess we'll find out when they get there. Obviously, like, everybody knows where he's at now. So if the redcoats were going to come from, I feel like they already would have done it.
Yeah.
But I can't say for sure.
I'm excited to meet some new people, though.
Yeah. More than anything, I really am interested to see, like, how Claire deals with finding out that Galus is from the future.
Mm-hmm.
But it also sounds like Galus did it more on purpose than by accident. Or maybe it was, like, by accident, but she thought it was fate, and so she was there to change things and make things better.
Yeah.
Also, Galus obviously, like, believes in sort of the mystical side of it more, I feel like, because she was doing the whole ritual. But I am curious to see, like, how Claire's thoughts go.
Yeah, I don't know. This will be an interesting one, since I feel like it's a lot of recovery of all the stuff that happened in the last one, and also, like, building Jamie and Claire's relationship even further.
Because she, like, chose to stay with him now.
Yeah,
it's not just by chance. Hopefully it goes well.
Ooh.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh,
what?
I have one more thing.
Okay.
If they do go back to his home and, like, everybody, like, his family is there, how are they going to accept that he married Sassenach?
Yeah.
Sassenach? I'm so bad at pronunciation. I'm so sorry. I try.
You put the wrong emphasis
on the wrong syllable. Yep.
And they just stay aloft like birds.
Oh no. Airplane wings.
She's like telling him everything on the future. Great.
How old are you, Sassenach? Never thought to ask.
I'm 27.
Oh. I always thought you were about my age. Or younger.
How old is he? Like, what, 23?
I don't know.
There it is. Lallybroch.
I'm excited. I hope nothing bad happens.
I know. I like how you're excited. My face right before that was just pure apprehension.
It's because they keep building it up. And when you build up something so much, you expect things to go wrong.
Right. Fingers crossed that's not the case.
It's like you always said it was.
Hey.
I think he's a little nervous, too. I mean, I would be.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Bad memories.
There were rumours that Randall had got Jenny with a bastard child.
Also, if Jenny did have a bastard child with Captain Jack Randall, potentially that could be Frank's great grandfather.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
This is my wee Jamie. This is your Uncle McCree, the one you're named after.
Aww.
Why?
Oh, Jamie.
Don't
No.
name him after me.
Don't hold it against the kid.
What's wrong, Agraya? Are you ill?
It's not his.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather I was dead in my grave than see my sister brought to such...
Oh, God. Jamie, this is not the way you meet people after 4 years. She's probably married.
Yeah.
With no father to give him a name. We shouldn't have come.
Jamie,
You didn't even give her a chance to explain.
Trollop to keep her name out of my business.
Oh, my God, you too.
Do I have to do what I did when we were bairns? Grab you by the bollocks to make you stand still and listen to me? Well, if she's your wife, I imagine she's more familiar with your balls than I am.
Oh, my God, Jenny's great.
Yeah. Now I can see why he likes Claire, I feel like.
Whose child is the boy?
Mine.
And that one too.
You could have just asked.
I know, right? They're very similar and stubborn personalities.
Now maybe you should apologize to your sister.
And this would be...
The Trollop. Otherwise known as Claire Fraser.
She's gotten over it and he never has, it looks like.
I feel like these situations are always so interesting being the spouse. Like, just there to keep it light and from, like, fully exploding.
I have hair on my face. Apologies for my weirdness right now. probably one of my Pomeranian's hairs. They get everywhere.
Hit him with the butt. Good
Yes! Oh, damn it.
Turn around.
She disturbed him too much.
Mm-hmm. Well, he honestly seems to like it when people are in pain.
Yeah.
So.
But he didn't like it when I laughed, and I could see that, so I laughed some more.
Smart.
Nice job, Jenny.
And also, good info for Claire.
Yeah.
You see, you were wrong, and I'm expecting an apology.
Mm-hmm.
Have I no said as much?
No, you haven't. She's right. She deserves an apology.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your husband. You mustn't embarrass me in front of my family and the servants.
Oh, because he's like the heir.
Talk about yourself.
Now, you've a sharp tongue, Claire.
He already knew that, though, so gonna have to get over it.
I'm Laird. You are my lady.
I'm not the meek and obedient type.
Don't think anyone would ever make that mistake, Sassenach.
But you have to do it in private, not in front of the servants.
I guess.
Let's just say my uncle dodged his share of crockery in his day.
Be careful, my lad. I have a much better throwing arm than the fair Letitia.
What's up with the servant?
I know, she's suspicious looking.
I mean, I get it, like, you're a servant, your Laird's back for the first time, so. But I feel like there's more to it than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's a spy or something.
What about the price in your head?
I'm expecting a pardon with the aid of the Duke of Sandringham.
But it hasn't come through yet.
Never thought you'd be so trusting of the English.
So bittersweet.
Now they're like, I don't know.
It's Viking, I think.
Aye. 5-lobed pommel.
Told you. I was raised by an archaeologist. I recognized the patterns on the hilt.
Okay, I'm telling you right now, she's probably gonna have to use this sword. At some point.
Probably.
Every time they show her weapons, I'm like, she's gotta use this later.
Father, what are you doing here? Having a word with Captain Randall.
Oh
See if we
no.
can get you out. You're a braw lad, son.
I don't need to see this.
I know, I'm like, I don't really want to watch any more Captain Randall torture scenes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that you and I have got off to such a poor start.
No, I don't think you minded at all.
Give over to me. Make free of your body. And there will be no second flogging.
All I can wonder is, like, do you even like guys? Or is it just there's extra level of humiliation that goes with it?
I hate Captain Jack so much. Oh, he's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
And he said I'd be set free the same day, so I considered it.
Poor Jamie.
I thought I was dead. Dougal said he let out a small sound and dropped like a rock.
Oh no.
I didn't get up again.
Don't you think he would have still had you dragged out into that yard and flogged you just for the sick pleasure it gave him?
Probably.
That's the kind of guy he is. I feel like she's not happy about something like more than.
I think it's one, just no contact for 4 years, then he comes home with an English woman.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't said, like, what happened to him. It's all been about what happened to her.
Isn't that risky? At least until your pardon comes through.
Our tenants are like family. Not a man, woman, or child would think about betraying Jamie to the Redcoats. If he were alive, he'd expect a visit this evening.
If he were alive, he'd expect me to go over the ledgers and prepare for quarter day.
Whew. Tension.
Yep.
That guy's like,
Right, he's like,
bread?
Right. Well, it's because he knows both of them,
Yeah.
so.
Also, I'm really worried that one of them is going to tell Captain Jack.
If anybody is, I think it's going to be the servant. She's
Because
giving
she
me
was
weird
suspicious
vibes.
earlier? Yeah.
I'll no squeeze the last penny from you when times are hard. That was my father's view. Mine
Oh
as
god,
well.
I feel like this might not be the...
He doesn't know enough what's going on right now.
Yeah, because he's been gone for too long. You need to... He hasn't even had a chance to, like, survey his land or anything.
Yeah. See how everybody's really doing.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be an awkward situation regardless right now.
Of course, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe I can take him off your hands for a few minutes.
What for?
So you can enjoy yourself without having to watch him.
Just don't be filling his head with any of that English claptrap.
I think
That
she
was
handled
smooth
that
of her,
good.
though.
Yeah, I
she
think
didn't like undermine
Oh my God.
him. Just like,
Yeah.
maybe, take this responsibility off your hands.
Is your back sore?
Oh no.
Who did that?
Not for you to worry about. Mrs. Group will get you a wee
They
bite.
got it right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Laird, will you take a drink with me?
Should we do something about it? Jamie.
I mean, maybe. I mean, there's
Long
something.
term, you can, but you can't immediately do something now.
Well, I mean, working together, they might be able to come up with something. So I don't know.
Somebody drank too much. Well, I mean, I guess everybody's like, let me buy you a drink. Let me have a drink with me.
Yeah.
Have a drink with me.
I feel like this is so much for your second day back. Like too much.
So drunk.
It's her face.
I've seen elephants sit down with less impact.
If I ever see any evidence of you harming your wee laddie, you'll have to answer to Laird.
I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work.
That's me.
I mean, I think
feel
it
like-
would work if he'd been there for a couple months. Now it's a little
Even then, I
precarious.
feel like this is a little too easy.
You've actually seen an elephant?
Yes. Rode one too.
You just accept he's very drunk. He's got to ride it out.
I want to spin off with all her young archaeology adventures.
I know.
Young Claire, the archaeologist assistant with her uncle. I would totally watch a series of that.
Yeah, look, you can't even be annoyed with him. He had a good time. He probably feels like shit now, though. Beautiful tapestries, though.
Ian tells me you didn't collect the rents yesterday.
Wait, none of the rents?
As Laird, I decided to give my tenants some ease.
Do you think that's how Father would have handled things?
I am the Laird of this estate now, and I do not want to discuss
The running of it with my sister.
But it'd be smart to.
Jamie's too inexperienced.
The mistress, Mrs. Murray, had me send for Davy McAndrews to fix the mill.
Deal with it myself.
Maybe it'd be better for Jamie to get some air, so as long as you don't
thoughts.
break the mill. And I think...
I'm assuming he's probably worked on it as a child, so. I should hope, at least. I don't know.
You're like, he doesn't look like he could fix the mill.
There was no need for you to come after us.
Hi, there was.
Oh my god.
Thank God Jamie's.
Get in the water, get in the water, get in the water!
Throw it away.
Keep silent. We don't want them to know you're English.
Oh yeah, stick it under your skirt, because she's pregnant, so she has room. Okay.
If you're stopping for a bag of meal, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. The mill wheel's no working just now. Perhaps next time you come this way.
Oh?
Oh my god, are they gonna get into?
They're gonna take a look.
Oh shit.
I don't think they're gonna get in the water.
You should call your master back. He shouldn't meddle in things he doesn't understand.
Oh, you've no cause for worry, Mrs. Corporal's father has a wheat mill in Hampshire.
Oh no! I mean, hey, free someone to fix it.
Also, I think the water's big enough that Jamie could try to hide somewhere else, but he just doesn't hold his breath for that long.
No help for it. I have to go under and see what's holding it.
There's a person under it. Oh no, he cleared it.
Fixed it.
Or
yeah, was he like, I need to get him to go away, I need to get it working.
Look at that! Wonder what was stuck in it.
Oh look, a shirt was stuck in it. That's what happened. Oof. That was stressful.
Oh, I know.
Jamie!
None of an eye. Bless you, Michael defend us. Jenny, will you please turn around when I try to get out?
Oh, she doesn't see his back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get his clothes.
She's a Fraser. Their hearts are as big and soft as their heads are thick and strong.
Sounds accurate.
Yeah.
He brought me back to Scotland, and Jenny made me whole again.
No.
Is that why you married her?
You think I had any choice in the matter? You can tug on their rope or give them a wee kick in their backside. And they might move, or you might get bit for your trouble.
And then what?
Kick them harder.
She took it literally.
I did not marry the Laird of Lallybroch. I married Jamie, but I haven't seen much of him since we walked through the gates of this place.
That's who I am.
I am speaking, and you can talk when I'm finished.
That's right.
They're not in public. She can say what she wants.
Trying to be someone you're not. And in the process, you're wrecking the family that you do have left. And if you're not careful, you're going to lose them too.
Yeah. Jamie, you're nicer than this. And smarter than this.
Right? Yeah.
Gave me a start.
Thought it was a ghost for a minute, did you? Jamie,
I was wrong not to consult you, and I'm sorry for it. Truly.
I'm the one who's wronged you, and I'm so ashamed.
Did you just think he was, like, left for 4 years by choice?
Ever since Father died, a small, dark part of me has blamed you for his death. When I saw the scars on your back, it was me. It's my fault that Randall beat you so.
Oh, they're both blaming themselves.
If I hadn't mocked him that way, if I'd given him what he wanted, he wouldn't have treated you like he did, and then Father.
I know.
It's not your fault,
Randall's
Captain
just a
Jack.
horrible
Just,
man.
yeah, he's just awful.
I would have gladly died to spare you.
And if your life is a suitable exchange for my honor, tell me why my honor's not a suitable exchange for your life. Are you telling me that I may not love you as much as you love me? Because if you are, Jimmy, please, I'll tell you right now, it's not true.
It's such a sister response.
I'm beginning to feel like I actually belong here.
That's a bad feeling to have on a TV show.
I know, but yay! But also nervous, but yay!
I loved you when you wept in my arms that first night at Lallybroch.
Oh.
But now I wake up every day and I find that I love you more than I did the day before.
You're so cute.
They are.
I love you.
Oh.
Is this the first time she said it?
I think
can't
so.
remember.
Fingers crossed that things don't go wrong today.
Do you feel an impending sense of doom? Because I do.
I do really hope that Jack Randall is only like a season 1 or 2 villain and not like a five season villain.
Yeah. Like, I'd like to see him defeated before I die, basically.
Yeah. Like, I get if he's like a 2-season
Die of
villain, because
anger.
that would make sense. But I don't want him to be like a 5-season villain.
I've heard enough from the likes of you.
Oh, you stay silent as a lamb.
Oh, they're trying to cash in on the reward, I guess.
Claire, go grab the sword. The Viking sword. No, she's probably not going to use that, but maybe.
Right.
I knew it couldn't just stay good. Let's talk about that cliffhanger first, I guess.
Yeah.
It's right on our minds.
I'm assuming that's the dude he beat up.
Yeah, oh, totally. And his friends.
Mm-hmm. Which, I'm also like, do you expect to keep your house after this? I guess maybe they're making a deal with the English to get more money because, you know, you get a reward.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just move.
I don't know how they're gonna... Oh, God. Yeah. It's just... Oh.
Just having such a good time. And,
Yeah.
But, yeah,
you
like
could
I said,
tell that something bad was gonna happen because it was too good.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I don't necessarily expect them to defeat Captain Jack Randall in this season. I feel like it probably is going to be like 2 seasons long.
Yes.
Makes me slightly sad because obviously I want him gone.
Yes.
But at least he is like a really well-built villain. You know, like not one note of like repetitively same thing.
Yeah. I will say that I thought this, as a whole, besides this little cliffhanger ending, was a very sweet episode, even though we got the Captain Jack flashbacks, which I hated.
But we did learn new things.
Yes.
So that was
Which,
interesting.
one of the things I like that they revealed that what Jamie thought happened with Jenny didn't happen because they presented it as it did happen. Right?
Yeah, like he knew.
Because he's an unreliable narrator. Like, that's what he thought happened, but he was knocked out. So I thought that was really interesting that we went back and Jenny was like, that's not what happened at all.
Yeah.
Like, I laughed at him, and that's how I defeated him, which I enjoyed very much.
Yeah.
And
Good panic brain thinking.
Jenny as a character overall, I thought she was really great.
Yeah, I like both her and Ian.
Even when she was having tension with Claire and, like, all this stuff going on, I could understand where she was coming from. So that's one of the good things about most of the characters on here. Even if I dislike them, I feel like I can understand where they're coming from. So they're not like...
They're well thought out.
So crazy, one-note villains or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Jenny's not a villain, but you know what I mean. Like, even when you don't like them at that moment, they're more complex than what they present at first, which I think is really interesting.
Well, like they're real people.
Yeah.
So that depth they take with their characters definitely is one thing that makes the show really great. Because even if you don't like somebody, like looking at Dougal in like as a one note, I wouldn't like him because he tried to like get Claire to like mess around with him when he was drunk, you know. But then there's also complications of, you know, he has to listen to his brother and all these other
and he
things.
Probably for real loved Galus. So for this cliffhanger, by the way, real quick, I'm going to predict that she somehow gets that Viking sword. Okay? Or she gives the Viking sword to Jamie. I'm not sure which, but I think this Viking sword is going to come into play.
My prediction is much less happy than yours. My prediction is that he does get taken.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, he could get taken. This is the kind of show where he could get taken.
I know. Well, that's because this episode was such sort of like a light and, you know, self-affirming kind of episode that they made it so positive. Even with all the mess, they made it so positive that I'm really expecting next episode to be just chaos.
You're like, this was the last sweet piece you get before the awfulness. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, obviously it will come back, but I expect him to at least get taken, maybe saved along the way, but I don't think she's going to immediately save him before getting out of the house.
Yeah, there was this ominous sense throughout the whole episode, even on the sweet parts, because he hasn't been pardoned, and they mention it several times, like, isn't this dangerous because he hasn't been pardoned, or whatever, you know, just makes you nervous, because it's not confirmed yet. We don't know if, you know, hopefully it'll be confirmed soon.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. I mean, that was the whole thing even with the flashback with Jack Randall. Like, even if your father does get a pardon, it won't be in time.
Yeah.
So, same idea here, that the pardon could still go through, but will it be in time?
Yeah. Ooh, we also had the reveal this episode that his dad died during that moment when he was unconscious from the flogging and stuff. What's funny
is I think in the first time we see when that happens, his dad does show up, and we're like, who is that guy?
Oh,
I have this vague memory.
I don't remember
making
this.
it up. I could be making it up.
I think we thought someone fainted or someone did faint.
Yeah, we thought it fainted.
A redcoat fainted, so we thought maybe other people fainted or something. Yeah. Oh, I also think it's interesting, like when the redcoats patrol shows up here. They're so completely different than Captain Jack. Like, they've clearly been patrolling for a while that they know enough of these people that, like, this is where the mill is, and sometimes you get food and comfortable enough to try and fix their mill.
Well, because it depends on what type of, I guess, soldier you are, essentially. They're there to keep the peace. You know, they've already taken the land, essentially, I feel like. And so for certain people, it's, you know, we're here to... I guess it's less of a punishment and more of, well, we're here to bring civilization to Scotland. We're not here to beat down Scotland. We're here to teach them the right way to be. So they have more of a sympathetic, oh, they need to be taken care of view versus they're the enemy view. They're
one of the reasons I hate Captain Jack and I want him to be defeated, at least like at least by the second season at some point.
Yeah, that's agreed.
Is because I hate that he can just get away with it. It's so annoying that he's able to get away with it that I don't want him getting away with it for 5 seasons.
Well, I mean, they've already put some doubt in the Duke's mind to protect him. So, I mean, the Duke might still do it just for his own advantage, but I feel like he's definitely going to be doing it less and less if there's so much he has to do to clean up his messes. Yeah. That eventually he is going to trip up on himself.
Ooh, the reveal that Captain Jack wanted to rape Jamie.
I think for him, it would just be since he is such a, like, sadist, it would just be the ultimate thing to take down this strong guy.
Yeah, that's what I kind of get the vibe of, too. So
I don't even think it's necessarily an attraction to a particular gender or anything. I think it's literally that this is a strong guy with strong opinions, and to do that to him would be extra humiliating, so extra sadistic.
Yeah, I agree. So I really, not the reveal, but, like, how throughout the episode Jamie was acting, and then in the end came to the conclusion of, like, you're acting out of character and trying to be someone you're not, all this stuff. Because in the beginning I didn't really understand it. I mean, I understood it, like, once we got to the point after the day, after what was it called? The day where they got the rents?
Yeah.
Whatever. But
I think that's also part of the interesting thing of the show, is because it's technically kind of from Claire's point of view. And so we're also seeing it from Claire's point of view of she doesn't know how a house is run specifically. So it may seem a little bit off, but you're like, oh, well, I guess that's how it is.
Yeah, right.
Until Ian, kind of talked to her and really sort of clued her in a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Claire's perspective thing, because I was like, I mean, I understood like the whole acting as a team when you're in public, and
that
stuff.
Makes perfect sense.
But you're with your like sister and her husband. I guess the one servant is around, but otherwise there's not. So like, why couldn't you discuss this as a family? But then
I think he was also trying to show to his sister that he's
strong and all this stuff, and
he's trying to make up for the 4 years he wasn't there and for what she went through and all that jazz.
Yeah, so that's why I really loved like the sweet turn it took towards the end, with Jenny and stuff. Probably my favorite scene in this episode. Well, okay, so besides the graveyard scene at the end, which I thought was really great, like how they came together, and how they both were like trying to apologize at the same time, and were both blaming themselves and were coming clean about it and all that stuff. I think the mill scene is my favorite. I think it's somebody that Jenny comes running and then they're like, hide the clothes, we'll sit on it with our big skirts, and then Jamie has to hide in the water, and the one guy's trying to fix the mill and his shirt's off. I just thought that was such a funny scene, and like, but also really tense because you're like, oh my god, are they gonna catch him?
Well, and I think that's one of the skills of this show of obviously, like, yes, they're very good at making like the bad scenes really like make you uncomfortable, which they're supposed to. But I think they're also really good at balancing that humor and that horror aspect. I mean, it's even like we said the same thing about before when like Jamie had to flog her a little bit, and like how it's like humor and horror together, which is more realistic in reality. Like,
there's so much to these people that I feel like they have such big backstories. It's not like, oh, I just lived here and did nothing. It was, oh, my uncle was an archaeologist and I traveled with him as a child, so I know lots about history and archaeology, and that took place like the 20s, the 30s.
No.
So, yeah, because she was born in 1918. So she would have been young.
She was born in 1918.
She was born in 1918. So it would have been like late 20s in the 30s and stuff, which would have been so fun to watch. And then also Jamie went to war in France. Like, that's so interesting too. It's like all of their backstories are so interesting. I want to watch them.
And it's convenient that she was an archaeologist, kind of, but it really does, she
wasn't an archaeologist, but her uncle was, but she stayed with him, and I just
but her knowledge adds to the story really well.
But I'm also a huge fan of like the Mummy, so not like the new Mummy, but like
the 90s.
Yeah, the 90s Brendan Fraser Mummy. Yeah, even though it's completely not accurate. Whatever, I don't care. It's just fun.
Earlier, at the beginning, when they're talking about like airplanes and stuff.
Oh yeah, your flying tangent. She made me write a note that says flying tangent on it, so that you would remember.
You wrote it in a podcast I was listening to. Somebody had asked a question. They specified like if there were no birds, would we have learned to fly? And I do think like. So when they were talking about it, I think eventually, yes. But would they be more like beetles? Because in this scenario, there'd be no birds, but there'd still be like flying bugs.
Beetles.
Yeah. And I was like, it's just a whole interesting thing of how... Yeah, sorry. I told you it was a complete tangent. It has nothing to do with anything. It's a thought that's popped into my head before. I was like, what would they look like?
Yeah. They'd look probably completely different.
Right? And would it have been as soon if we didn't see flying things? Or would it have been, we saw the moon and wanted to get to the moon, so we built them entirely differently?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
so my tangent thought.
Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, that was a really good episode. I mean, I don't think it was as high tension as the witch trials, but I thought it was really sweet, except for this cliffhanger, which
it was well balanced is what I'll say for the episode. It was a very well balanced episode. I'm not looking forward to the next one. I just don't have as good vibes as you.
I don't know. I just kind of hope that Claire kicks her butts with the Viking sword.
I hope that Claire kicks her butts with the Viking sword too. But I think it will be they get Jamie out and they leave some behind, and she's going to kick their butts, but Jamie's already gone.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
That's Thanks for watching with us. Got lost there in the end. Let us know your thoughts, feelings, etc.
Yes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps us out, and we will see you all next time.
Bye. I already recorded, but you're taking so long to start the camera.
I didn't realize that the update finished.
I told you. I'm already launching it. You don't listen to me. Nope. How rude. How rude. Okay, well, it's recording, and now I'm making the screen big. I'm going to tell you every single thing I do.
Like whining? You're going to tell me you're whining now?
Your face is whining now.
So she sailed on a day